I want to show you my self-designed and 3D printed FPV ground station. On this ground station I fitted a 7-inch TFT monitor which I bought from eBay for around 25 bucks. Inside the box is nicely fitted an ImmersionRC Duo 5800 diversity video receiver, which I own since longer time but didn't use very much. I didn't like all this hassle with building it up, connecting everything, missing a cable, hanging the battery anywhere, bolting the antennas on and off afterwards. Simply too complicated all the time. But now I bought this monitor additionally and can even let my flying buddies see with me together what I see normally in my goggles. On the back I attached a 13 dBi ImmersionRC patch and a simple cloverleaf antenna on the back, so I can aim to the direction where I will fly. The whole thing is powered from a large 4S 5000 mAh battery that I normally use for my planes. To monitor my battery voltage I am just using a simple LiPo checker, which is connected direct to my balance plug of the battery. Everything on this ground station is printed in PLA, same the angle adjustment, which is accessible here from the side. Just release the fixation knob and adjust the clamp from completely retracted or angled up to where you like, just like that. It should make your view on the monitor better, but you probably don't have to bow down or standing in an uncomfortable position. We want to go long range. The whole thing together has a bit of a weight. That is why you should consider not to use the cheapest tripod that you can source on the internet. Take one that is at least made of aluminium. Mine here is a cheap one, and as you can see, it is a bit shaky indeed. Inside the box are two older power distribution boards I had laying around at home from older builds. The reason for two boards is that I run the receiver and the monitor over 12 volts, and only one of the boards isn't quite capable of the power draw of the receiver and the monitor together. Speaking in numbers, the receiver pulls 3 watts and the monitor even 4 watts. I'm not sure if those numbers are 100% right, but that's at least what the specification says. That is the reason for the two distribution boards that I just bolted on the back of the box in a stack. One of them is a Maytag PDB on which the XT60 is direct soldered to. There's no power switch on the box or something, so you just power and unpower it by connecting the battery to the XT60. I designed the box quite spacious, so that might be possible to attach some more components to it or inside the box. I'm not a great fan of shortening all cables. I rather leave them the original length, that I might be able to use it same probably in a different way. So there are all the cables just cramped inside, never mind. The ImmersionRC receiver have two video outs, so I can feed the monitor and my goggles as well. Top cover is just sitting on there and not bolted down, because I want to keep things as simple as possible. Let me know what you think about that. Would you prefer a couple of screws holding the top cover? Here you can see the receiver sitting in there just a bit loose, but coming to that in a minute. The sun shield I designed for easy remove, as it's just clipped on the back of the screen bracket. For more rigidity I would recommend to print just this part, probably in something else than PLA, probably PETG or something else. That is a little bit more rigid than my PLA printed one. You can see here what I'm talking about, it flexes quite a lot. Another material could probably give more stability. It might last a little bit longer. But if you're careful, printing in PLA is working. Inside the box on the left side you can see the two PDBs stacked on each other. And as I said, from there is 12 volt going to the receiver and to the monitor. So I'm able to plug a 3S or 4S battery in the back of the box depending on what your PDB is allowing to use. A 2S battery is not enough for me, because then the 12 volt regulator on the PDB doesn't work. It is just not enough volts. I have tried that, it doesn't work, at least with the PDBs I have used here. And as you can see here, there are all cables just stuffed inside the box. Not very pretty, but to be honest, that is the purpose of the box, to make it look good. Inside the box is the receiver holder, bolted to the inside wall here. That one is designed just to sport the mentioned ImmersionRC Duo, what I have. Of course it might be possible to change the design a little and make other receivers fit, but I don't have the measures of the other receivers. But that should be no problem to redesign that holder there inside. That is the same one reason why I'm sharing my original design file and the step file with you on Thingiverse. Talking about the clips on the receiver holder, they actually broke off my PLA print when I first tried to clip the actual receiver. That's not a big problem, because the receiver is actually pretty good centered inside the rest, what is left of the clips of the inside, and the block on the bottom. Just sit the receiver in there as such, make sure it is not sitting on one of the cables in there, and here we go. Last but not least, the top cover is holding the receiver same in place, so it can't move anywhere. Nice and flush, centered in there, and all the buttons and connectors are nicely accessible from the top. As already mentioned, I have attached a screen angle adjustment with a clamping screw on the side to adjust the angle of the screen for better visibility if you might be standing or sitting in front. Or if you want to give your antennas probably a bit of an up tilt and therefore adjusting the tripod a bit up, you won't have to go down to still see your screen. You can just unclamp the screw on the side, adjust the screen, and here we go. Coming back to the sun shield, which is about 120 mm high and easy to attach back behind the monitor, it is just clipping there for easy access. So please, let me know what you think about it. Do you like it? Do you see something you would do different or better? Any ideas, please let me know. The files for downloading everything I'm sharing on my Thingiverse, and you can find the link to it down below in the description. Have fun and let me know if you are going to use it.